Hello everybody, Floppy Hat Photos back here again for another random rant. And today's random rant is just, I don't know, a ranting about inconsiderate people and how they just, I don't know, how they get through life. I just don't understand it. I'm so jealous of those people who are so oblivious to other people's like concerns and stuff. That's not me at all. And one of the ones that got me today was on my run, noticed I'm assuming housing challenged, homeless, what do you want to call it? Living free personality person. I don't know exactly what the hell we're calling it nowadays with this political correct world, but he did not appear to have legal residency set up anywhere. But he's riding on the road on his bicycle with his backpack and his cigarette and his smartphone blaring and a bunch of things. I'm like, this is not the same. When I was a kid, man, homeless meant like the guy who lived under the bridge that picked up cans and trash and to return the cans in for scrap metal and or deposit. Up in Iowa, you get a 5-cent deposit per can, but not pick up scrap metal. But he also, while he's out there, would pick up any random trash he found as well in a small town. And because of that, we had less trash around town. Other people would get in that had money. I had no money. My parents were poor, like ridiculously poor, and I was along with them as a child, didn't have a job yet, so I didn't have any money. But people would give him all their cans instead of taking back for the 5 cents a piece, and then also sometimes give him a few bucks also as like a thank you for picking up trash. And if you came up to a stop sign or stoplight and he was there and he was in your way, he would, wait for you to go. He didn't walk out in front of you. He would push his cart down the side of the road. Not anymore, man. Nowadays, and I'm in a fairly nice neighborhood. It's a fairly safe, fairly nice neighborhood here I live in. I mean, medium house price is probably, I don't know, 300 grand or so. Like, it's not a dump by any means. There's some that are way more. We got some stuff in the fives. We might have something in the, I don't know, the 250 range. But maybe it's actually probably more now. The whole new pricing of things went up. It's probably a little higher than the 300 median, but it is what it is. So, nice neighborhood. But this dude's just riding along on his bike and not just riding on the road. No, has to swerve from one side to the other, back and forth. And cars are coming in, cars are having to stop. It's this idiot's coming at him head on. And they have to stop for this guy to go around him and stuff. And I watched this happen by 3 different cars. So they're having to change their plans, change their ways. Well, this guy just randomly just fuck life, And he just gave off the energy of I want to fight people. What the hell kind of thing. I had one the other day on a electric scooter thing. And this dude was just an idiot looking guy. He just was, it was what it was. So he come ripping down the road and I was going on the side road. He come ripping down one of the main roads and car basically almost hits him because he ran the stop sign. And he screams and yells at the car, "You gotta stop!" Stuff, and I'm a block away still, the short block, so not that far away. But I just hollered out because I'm you have to stop also. You're on a scooter, but you still have to follow the laws, So I was you have to stop also. And the dude lost his ever living mind, slammed on the brakes. The scooter jumped off, come running at me, and just psychotic. That's when I realized, this is not a normal human being. This person is chemically enhanced on so many fucking levels, tattoos on the face, the whole thing and stuff, and I just stood there. I didn't back up and stuff. And I'm I don't care, what the hell? And part of my thought was, is this the hill you want to die on? I'm not gonna outrun this maniac on a gas-powered scooter, but your own life is worth nothing to you apparently, because you're willing to run stop signs in front of cars and then cuss at them because they almost kill you, but it was 100% your fault. They were not looking out for a guy doing 30 mile an hour goddamn gas scooter. But this was also, I'm where does a homeless dude get a fucking gas scooter? Why do they have this shit? Back in the day, homeless people they walked. They might have a bicycle, usually with a bent rim, so they couldn't go very fast. But now our homeless are they got full cell phone, they got iPads. I'm watching them, they're just, I don't know where the money comes from. I really don't. I know a lot of them rob and stuff, one thing, whatnot. And a lot of it's a mental issue. And I say 95% of homeless leads back to mental issue, even if it's drug induced. But the drug use usually stems back from mental use. So if you have some mental problems, you cope with that, because nowadays it's almost impossible to find a therapist, psychiatrist, get good meds and stuff. Reagan shut that shit down, shut down all of our mental hospitals and stuff, and the world's been going to hell since then. But that right there, and then when you can't get treatments with actual therapy and stuff and medication, you turn to consumables like marijuana, heroin, crack, crocodile, all kinds of random fucking shit that we are now selling on our streets. Meth, we got, fentanyl, all this shit. And then once you start getting hooked on drugs, now you can't keep a job. So now you're robbing people and stuff. But my thing is, back in the day, our homeless were considerate, and they were apologetic for being homeless, basically. Almost like, sorry I'm in your way, sorry I'm not abiding to standards of our society, and let me make as little impact on this ripple of water as I can, so you guys just let me float along here doing my thing. Now it's like they're intentionally seeking out to ruin your life also. I see it some online, see some videos and stuff, and there's LA, Seattle, Washington, some other various stuff. It's uninhabitable. You can't walk down the street in the middle of the damn day without just throats of homeless people. And they're just stealing. There was one that stole an old man hat. He had a floppy hat on. It's like a fisherman hat. This old fat white guy, and some random other fat white guy who was on drugs, who was homeless, decided he was going to steal the hat from him. Kept trying to knock it out of his head and steal his hat from him. And the guy defended it, he blocked it 3 times. I thought it was pretty good for that old man, but also really embarrassing for the young man who's trying to knock this old guy's hat off. I'm like, that dude's easily 40, maybe 50 years your senior. You should be able to knock his hat off easier than this. You are a fat, out of shape homeless dude. You need to be in better shape. You're going to be a bully. So, but he finally knocked the guy's hat off, took his hat and walked away. And the guy's I'm going to fight this guy. So he's following him because apparently he's from Kansas, where shit ain't the same. So he follows this dude and not really chasing him because they're both too fat to run. But somehow the homeless dude falls down, and he'd already called the cops, and he laid on the guy, sat on the guy and held him down until the cops got there. So now here's this dude that's holding this guy down who gets his hat back. But the cops ain't do shit. Within he took this guy's $19 hat. They won't put you in jail. They won't give you a ticket if you steal less than, I think it's $800 now. You can walk into Walgreens, steal $750 worth of shit, and walk out, and they'll call the cops. And the cops I gotta make a report. We don't even make reports for this shit. I'm how is that even close to being possible? That makes no sense at all in any way, shape, or form. I just do not get it. So yeah, now you have that here, and they're getting to be a little more prevalent, and it's gonna, of course, go up as we get closer to wintertime, because a lot of homeless will come down from up north when it gets too cold. So they'll catch buses or walk or hitchhike or get a train or how the hell they get here, but they'll end up showing up. But I don't care if you want to live in the tent, in the field. I don't care. Just don't make my day-to-day life feel unsafe. Don't make my day-to-day life uncomfortable. Don't do this to me. So that way I don't have to, if you're going to be non-productive member of society, at least don't cause problems, I guess is my thing. When you're on the trail, I was on the bike trail the other day, and the guy's riding his bike back and forth on the bike trail with these giant Bluetooth speaker blaring. So I'm whistling and yelling loud as I can, trying to get attention. Hey, I'm going to pass you because you're going super slow and whipping back and forth, and I need to go around you. And I finally was able to get his attention. After forever, I had to slow down to be able to get his attention. So I got close to him, wait for a lull in the music to get quieter, so I get his attention. But yeah, that's what it is. So but yeah, that's pretty much it. If you're gonna not be productive, just please don't be a hindrance to society. So anyway, that's all I got for right now. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Hopefully I will not back on that rant anytime soon. Thanks for watching.